All right, what's going on today, YouTube? Welcome back to your favorite cyclist YouTube channel. This week, we're talking about what you should do before you get on your bike to go to a race. But before we get into today's video, if you're new to my channel, make sure you head down below, hit that subscribe button for me. If you already are subscribed, make sure you hit that bell icon right next to that. That way you get notified every time I upload. That way you don't miss any of this awesome cycling content on this channel. So like I said, we're talking about what you should do before race day with your bike. So behind me here, we have the Poseidon Triton, and we're getting ready to do our first ever road bike race at the Sea Otter Classic. And I figured let's show you guys kind of my routine of what I do to get my bike and make sure it is all ready to go for race day. So a couple things I'm going to do on race day morning, and we'll talk about that kind of at the end. But first off, your bike's here. Hopefully you've been riding your bike before race day, so you kind of know how it's been reacting and how it's been working. If you've noticed anything wrong, it's time to fix it right now. It's time to fix it. So first thing I always do is I'll go ahead and I grab an Allen key. And so what I do first is I go around and I nut and bolt check everything. Water bottle cages especially, because a water bottle cage coming loose is pretty detrimental to your race in more ways than one. So, okay, once we got our water bottle cage bolts tight, then again, we're just kind of hitting everything on the bike, right? Cables, derailleur clamps, everything you can think of that has a bolt, check it, because it could be loose, and you wouldn't know until the day of. The day of, you were putting far more pressure on your bike than you normally do on just kind of your everyday training rides. So, stem bolts, make sure those are nice and tight up here. All right, stem bolt clamp. Oops, see, that one was a little loose. There we go. Tighten that guy up. Tighten that guy up. Perfect. Whack your levers. Make sure they don't move. Those feel great. And I think we need a 5mm. Check our derailleur clamps. So we can grab our 5, and we're just going to check our derailleur bolts. That one's nice and tight. That one's good as well. And through axles is really the last thing you really gotta worry about. So grab our 6mm, and we're just gonna check our through axles. Oh, and our brakes too. Gotta check your brake bolts. Okay, through axles good there. Through axle bolts good back there. Perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and check our brake caliper bolts. Make sure those are tight. There we are. Okay. Anything else? Seat post clamp and your crank bolts as well. That's what I'm missing. Crank bolts. All right, nice and tight. Sick. All right. First covers all of your nuts and bolts. First thing I would ever do. You don't want anything coming loose while you're on your race. Just fix it now, right? Next thing you want to make sure, you want to check your tires. Make sure your tires look all good. There's no gouges or big cracks or anything in them. In this case, these I just installed on here, so they should be good. I've done a couple training rides on them, so these guys, those look great. Let's look at the front tire real quick. Tires look great. Next thing you want to do is, of course, check your bearings. So check your wheel bearings. Make sure those all feel good. No movement in them. Check your bottom bracket. Of course, everything should be fitting you nice and comfortably already. If you're signed up to race on your bike, it should be fitting pretty comfortably as it is. And that's essentially it. And then pretty much I like to just go and run through all the gears on the bike. Make sure everything's shifting nice and smoothly. So I like to just run through everything. So run it all the way down. Make sure all of it's shifting nice. Not going to have an issue with it over shifting at all. There we go, there's that. Check the front. Go back down, make sure just, yeah, it goes back and forth nice and smooth. That feels great. Of course, make sure your brakes feel good. Again, something you should notice if you're riding it before your race, you'll notice your brakes working good or not. In this case, the brakes are working fine and they're working good. Stop me, no problem at all. From there, this thing is a bath. That's pretty much what I like to do. I like to give the bike a whole wash down, make sure everything's all nice and clean. That way there's nothing to worry about dirt or anything causing any issues. So make sure it's nice and clean. Then once you have it fully cleaned, lube up your chain, and you are essentially ready to go. Of course, make sure all your sensors you need are charged up or they're working properly. And you got your bike computer. Yeah, everything you kind of need is charged and working like it should. You take off things you don't need, like I'm going to plan on taking off my lights because I'm not going to need them. I am planning on keeping my bag on here just in case there's something in there. I mean, it's only a 40-minute race, but if I have a flat or something, I want to be able to fix it. So that's kind of what I'm keeping there. But once you have it washed, chain looped, I like to take it for a quick little ride before it gets loaded on the vehicle, just to make sure everything feels good, and then it's off to your race from there. Now, you arrive at your race, whatever that may be. You arrive at your race. What do? First thing I do is pull the bike off of the vehicle, make sure the tires are filled up to the pressure I want them at for the race. Pretty much right before. So in the case of Sea Otter Classic, I'm going to be checking them in the morning before I get on the bike to ride down. Check the pressure to make sure they're exactly what I want them to be at. Also, when I get there, I tend to just do a quick loop around the parking lot. Just make sure everything still feels nice and good. Everything's shifting, brakes working, all that is working great. Pretty much once that's all set, I mean, make sure you have what you need for your race, and you're off to go. Your nerves are definitely going to be a little high. It's kind of how racing is. Your nerves get a little high, but just remember, enjoy your race, enjoy your fun time riding, enjoy just getting out on your bike, having fun. So that's pretty much what I do before a race with whatever bike it is. Obviously, with mountain bike, you're going to have a fork to deal with, but that's pretty much the basics. Just make sure everything's nice and tight, everything's lubricated, everything's working as it should be. If there's anything you need to fix it before your race. Make sure your rotors aren't rubbing. Make sure you can go as fast as you can. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed just kind of learning what I do before a race and how I prep my bike for that. If you guys enjoyed it, or maybe you learned something new, give this video a big thumbs up. Appreciate the support. Any comments or questions, let me know down in the comment section below. Love talking to you guys. Love answering questions you guys have. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching today.